Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming along to the PM4 in Wales's webinar today. My name is Stephanie Jones and I'm the chair of the PM4 in Wales committee. I'm delighted to welcome you to the session, which is all about digital thought leadership campaigns that drive growth and generate leads. We've got two excellent speakers with us today. First, we'll welcome Nicky Purnell, Marketing and BD Director at Menzies. Next, then we'll hear from Nigel. Nigel Sprunt is International Marketing Director at Withers.
I thought I'd start with the brand campaign and kind of the objectives and what really was the catalyst for this, which is the largest campaign that we've ever done. It all started from a brand perception survey that we did in 2023, and it really showcased that we've got a kind of gap in between that kind of larger SME and the large corporates that we particularly want to target. So this brand campaign was the kind of the offshoot of that research. So really it was the next step in our Brighter Thinking story. So Brighter Thinking is our strap line. It's how we work with our clients, how we work with our colleagues. It's helping us to build our brand position, and build the Menzies brand in that sort of larger corporate space. We are a growing and ambitious firm, so we needed a campaign that kind of fit with that. It needed to be a positive campaign that really supports businesses on a kind of practical and helpful level to deal with any of those kind of pain points and those issues that are keeping business leaders awake at night. And then lastly was about being bolder and helping us really to stand out from the competition.
Talk about a few nuts and bolts, but I'm also going to talk a bit about the philosophical elements of it and dealing with the internal politics, which as the international marketing director, I have to deal quite a lot with that, especially internationally. You'll find is that ultimately, if you start talking about what you do, people switch off. So it's very good to talk about, how many people you've got and how many service lines and sectors, but actually, frankly, very few people are interested. And I think the interesting thing about Nicky's thought leadership, it was very much about, okay, let's go out and talk to these people and find out what were the issues, what were the challenges, and then use that as the basis. And that's sort of been what we're doing.
How did you secure buy-in from senior leadership and partners for your campaign? And how critical was their support to your approach in general?
Well, obviously we had the benefit of having the brand perception survey, which really kind of opened their eyes to the fact, they, as partners, they often think that the brand is really well known and it's all of these things. And then the reality, when you get the feedback, it's like, well, okay, we're not really known in this larger SME, large corporate space. So we need to do something about that because we have got clients in that space, but we've got opportunity to get a lot more. So
the response, I also believe in divide and rule after 25 years of this. So what I believe is if you put a lot of people into a room, I can only talk for lawyers, but you will talk it out and it will not happen. So what you need to do is you need to get to a position where you've already got a number of people excited outside the meeting.
How did you link and track revenue with your campaign so far? I know it's only in 6 months in, but how are you tracking it?
The goes back to the objective, I think, for us. Yes, I mean, ultimately, it will be one of those many contact points that Nigel was just talking about. So you can very rarely definitively say, oh, the fact that they, saw our Greater Sleep campaign on a social campaign meant that they went, right, yeah, let's contact Menzies. It's a call to action.
Thank you very much for sort of sharing your experiences and your campaigns with us. It's been really, really interesting.